Not sure if anybody can see me yet. We'll let some people pop in here first. Hi, Bill. How are you? Thank you for coming. Kathleen and I were just talking about the weather. It's hot in North Carolina, too. Oh, I don't like the humidity. And I don't like the extreme cold. I just don't like extreme anything. But the white stuff is coming. Unfortunately. I'm just going to wait and chit-chat for a little bit and let everybody come in before I start. Hi, Allie. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Susan. For those of you that are here already, just to let you know, I have a moderator here that you may not have seen before. His name is Grok Diving. His name is Chris or Christopher. He's my partner, and he is going to moderate for me tonight because a lot of our normal live moderators like David and Scott and the crew, they're all busy tonight. So unfortunately, I'm going to be doing this kind of solo, but Chris is going to give me a hand doing this remotely. Hi, Joan. Welcome in. Hi, Regina. I'm just going to wait a little bit for everybody to get in. Pop on in and say hello, and then we will get into the sale. We got some great stuff for you guys tonight. I'm sure you all seen the preview. At least I hope you did. And I got some surprises to tell you too. Had an exciting day today. Certainly did. Hi, Betty. Lisa, hi. Mo, hello. Halo, the shampoo that glorifies your hair. Oh, no, wait a minute. I'm not Scott. I'm Jeff. Hello, everyone. Mary Beth. We'll get started here in a little while. I'm just going to let everybody roll in. Those of you that are just finishing up your meatloaf and mashed potatoes. Make sure you guys have a little snacky poo and a little drinky poo for yourself. I'm just drinking water and coffee, which is now cold. Mark's here. Hello, Mark. Hi, Jan. I'm sorry if I miss anybody. Hello, hello. I'm going to try to scroll back. Lisa Smith. I see Lisa. Betty. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. Yes, he's wonderful. Sharon, we do. Chris and I have a golden retriever. His name is Toby. Soul Nate. Hello, Nate. How are you? So nice to have you here. How's it going, buddy? How are you feeling? Hopefully you're feeling a lot better. I'm just keeping you in my thoughts. There's music playing in the background. Does anybody hear it? Does it bother anybody? If it does, I can turn it off. It's just 40s jazz. Oh, you're feeling much better? I'm so glad to hear that, Nate. That's awesome. So sorry you had to go through that. I'm not sure if you guys are aware about poor Tammy of, you guys know Vintage Uprising Texas, Tammy and David. Poor Tammy ended up with COVID, and then she ended up in the hospital with pneumonia. But she is home, and I'm assuming she's doing well. Haven't talked to David. I did send him a text, but I'm assuming he's, focusing on Tammy right now, rightfully so. So hopefully they pop in and say hello to everyone. But if they don't, that's okay too. I know, Regina, it's so sad. Gosh, they've gone through so much already. This is all they need, But she's in good hands. She's got a good nurse. Nurse David. So in case you guys are wondering what I'm looking at, I do have my laptop open, and I'm going to be looking at emails. So if any of you folks are new buyers to me, I'm going to be requesting that you send me your information, and that's going to include your name on here on YouTube. It's going to include your home address. It's going to be your real name and your email address associated with PayPal. Now, even if you don't have an account with PayPal, I can still bill you with a guest account, and you can pay with a credit card that way. So you don't have to have PayPal in order to purchase anything tonight. So please be aware of that. And also welcome into anybody in the Lurker Lounge. Hello. I know some of you don't like to chit-chat in the chat, and that's fine. I'm just so glad to have you guys here. It means a lot to me. Hi, sis. I know, Betty. Isn't it sad? Yeah, she was sick. But I'm guessing she's doing better. She was released from the hospital, and like I said, David's taking good care of her. She's in good hands. That crazy COVID. Yes, Toby's with his grandpapa tonight. I will definitely have him here some night, and I'll show him to you guys. Or maybe I'll do a video with him. I'll do a live video with him. I keep promising all these things, and you guys are like, well, when are you gonna come through? Baking and floral arranging. Boy, you guys are making a real list for me. I might as well change my screen name to Martha Stewart Living. Between the baking and the cooking and the flower arranging, next you're gonna want me to go out in the garden and start gardening. That's where I draw the line. I'm glad to see everybody's coming in. I got 46 of you guys. Don't forget to please give me a thumbs up. That does help the algorithm and gets my new channel out to everyone. I do have to tell you guys, I had quite the day today. I went tag sailing to a tag sale not too far from me, and I like your creamers pictures on the shelf behind you. Oh, thank you. The ones right up here or right there. I'm not sure which way to point because of the everything is flip-flopped on StreamYard. But on the wall there, yeah, there's some ironstone I have up there, and thank you very much. But I went tag sailing today. Now up here in New England, we call it tag sailing. Other parts of the country, you guys might call it garage sailing or yard sales. So I went to this incredible tag sale. Now, I think what we determined was that the gentleman was selling off a lot of items that either his mom or his dad or maybe his grandmother might have passed away recently, and he's getting rid of a very large collection. I'm guessing they might have been hoarders, so they were holding on to quite a bit of stuff. And let me tell you, some really good stuff. So guess what? I'm going to be bringing you guys a fall thrift haul. You're going to love it. I got some incredible things to bring to you guys. So you'll be very, very pleased, very happy. Not just clear glass, even though we all like the clear glass. I will be bringing you guys some amber color glass, some really beautiful stuff. So I'm really excited about that. Even though I already had some things put aside, I will have some newer things to show you guys as well. And I might do a little bit of a thrift haul of all of that stuff that I found today. It's mind-blowing, to say the least. Welcome in, everyone. Hi, Gin Fizz. Welcome to anybody that I have not had a chance to mention. Jan, yes, my headache did go away. It's there just a little bit, but it's going away. I took a little bit of a nap. That's why I didn't watch most of Dee's show, because I was just so tired. So, yep. Another great shirt on tonight. Like that color. Thank you. I like this color too. It's like a kind of like a turquoisey color. Thank you. Appreciate it. You guys are always commenting on my shirts and wardrobes. I really appreciate that. It's very nice of you. Thank you. So all of you that are here right now, I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but there's some new people that have just popped in. Just so you know, my moderator tonight, you're going to see, is Grok Diving. That is my partner, Christopher, and he is working remotely on his laptop, and he's going to be calling the starts and the stops tonight. So he is my only moderator that I will be having in the chat tonight. So any questions that might pop up that I don't see on my screen in front of me, he will alert me and let me know, and then I can answer that. But periodically, I will look down on this side where I have my iPad, and I will see some of the chat. I do see some of the chat in front of me, but it's just with the lag of the computers and the internets and being in different areas of the world and country, internet speeds lag. So I will try to answer as many things as I can. Hi, Briarly, welcome in. So just a couple of housekeeping things. Again, please thumb up the video. It does help the YouTube algorithm. I really appreciate you guys doing that. I use Pirate Ship to ship all of my items to give you guys the best rate. Now, remember, I ship from Western Massachusetts. So if you live out in California and you buy several heavy items, it can cost a little bit. It was astonishing to me the first time that I actually used it to send you guys some stuff. I could not believe the amount of the prices of shipping. I really wish there was something I could do to help lower that, but unfortunately it is what it is. So what Pirate Ship does is it actually will pick the cheapest route, whether it be the United States Postal Service or the UPS. So they will kind of adjust it. They give a discount to you and they give a discount to me when I go ahead and pay it. So I will be using Pirate Ship. There's not going to be any offer ups in this, no just in case, or excuse me, there is all offer ups. I mean, these are all these things I'm having here is going to be all offer ups. So we're going to start at a price and then you're just going to offer up from that point. There's not going to be any, single priced items. There is no just in case. Some of you know what that means. I don't use that during my sale. That's, I think, if somebody bids and they decide they don't want it, somebody else will pick it up. I don't do just in cases. So let's see here. What else can I tell you guys? During the auction itself, if you guys could please keep the chat to a minimum while people are bidding. It helps the moderator figure out who the winner is when I do the countdown. I will be doing the countdown just like Scott does and Vinny and David and them on their channels. So you guys should be pretty familiar with that by now. Just so you know, the invoices, today is Sunday. So I'm probably going to try doing some of my packing and invoicing tomorrow, which is Monday the 26th. And I will be trying to get those invoices out to you. Please remember, the sooner I receive payment, the quicker I can send my items out to you. I try to ship pretty quickly. As you guys that have purchased from me know, I do ship out pretty fast. So if you can get your payment to me quick, I will get the item out to you quick. Again, all of my info, I need your email address associated with PayPal. Even if you don't have PayPal, that's fine. You can check out as a guest. I can bill you as a guest. It's perfectly fine. Don't hesitate to bid, those of you that don't have PayPal. And I'm going to need your real name, your YouTube name, just your email associated with PayPal if you do have PayPal. So if you have several different types of emails from different, things like from your private and just your email associated with PayPal, please, because it helps to eliminate the confusion for me, because we've had issues in the past. So aside from that, I think that's pretty much all the housekeeping I have. Welcome into everybody. I'm sorry if I can't really watch the chat the whole time. Again, my partner Chris, which is Grok Diving, is here. He is an actual diver. He is a certified scuba diver. He teaches classes. He's also a master instructor, and he is going for his master. He's a master diver. He's going for his master instructor. I can't remember, Chris. I'm sorry. I think I might have those confused. But in any case, he loves to dive. I'm not sure if anybody here also dives, but he has done quite a bit of diving, and so that's his hobby. And my hobby is antiques and vintage items, things of that sort. So, without further ado, shall we jump into it? I think we should. We have 65 of you here. Guys, please give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. So let's start with our first item. So the first thing I'm starting with tonight is, I think you guys saw these on my preview. And also, if you guys watched the video that I did with the identification of the glassware, we're going to start these off at $18. And I have a little surprise. It's not just going to be these plates. Now, these are called the Vernon pattern. These came out from 1930 to 1932. So that's how old these plates are. They're in amazing condition. There's no utensil marks on any of these. They are lined in silver. One or two of the plates do have some silver loss to them, but it really doesn't take away from the beauty of these plates. They're absolutely beautiful. I'm going to hold them up nice and still so that you can see. Hopefully you can see that. You can see the pattern. And again, this is called the Vernon pattern. And in the middle, they almost look like hearts, don't they? I think they are hearts with flowers. Little scroll pattern at the top. They're really pretty. So there's 4 of those, and I'm also going to include with it, which I actually found just the other day, is the same pattern. This is a Vernon creamer. Unfortunately, I don't have the sugar. Now, this is still dirty. I haven't washed this yet. Yes, me of all people, I haven't washed this yet. So it still has that crazy waxy crayon thing they use at the Goodwill that I go to. I don't know why they do that. I don't know. I guess it just identifies the coloring. But in any case, I still have to wash this. So these will all be nice and shiny clean for you when you guys get them. So this is coming along with this set. And again, we're starting at $18 for this, if I didn't mention it already. I think I did. Did I mention that already, Chris? I'm not sure if I mentioned that. Now we're starting at $18. Did you put the start in there? I'm going to scroll here. Did we put the start in there? Okay, so we got these. This whole set here is $18 to start. And again, you're getting the creamer and 4 dessert plates. They are 8 1/4 inches in diameter, and they are absolutely beautiful. There's the pattern again. You guys can see. And I don't know if we have any bids here. Do we have any bids? These are really beautiful. And they're clear. They're not, there's no color to these at all. It just has, the only thing is they have that silver rim on them. And I did clean the plates already. I just have not cleaned the creamer yet. But I am including the creamer with them. And they are really beautiful. So I don't see any bids on this yet. So I think we're going to move on to our next item. But I think before I do that, I'm going to do a quick countdown. Some people like to jump in last minute. We're going to count them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I don't think we have any bids on any of that, but I'll let Chris go back. Let him do his refreshing. I don't think we have any bids though. No bids on that set. Okay, so we'll move on to the next item I have. So the next item I have is a, now these are either hocking or anchor hocking. You guys may have seen these. They kind of look like cactuses, candlesticks. Now these were made anywhere, I think, from like 1930s to maybe 1940s, even 50s. They're not super, super old, but how beautiful would these look with the Manhattan pattern? Because they have that ribbed look to them. Aren't these gorgeous? They're in perfect condition. No chips, no cracks, no flea bites, nothing. They're nice and shiny and shimmery. So I'll hold them up a little bit closer so you guys can see them. They are really beautiful. How perfect are these? They're 2 bowl on each. I always call these bowls where you stick the candles into. I'm not sure if that's the most appropriate name. So there's these guys. Oh, and I'm sorry, these are starting off at $12, Chris, by the way. I don't think put that in there. Start at 12. I'm bad at remembering the starting price. So we're starting these off at $12, guys. And again, they're in perfect condition. No chips, no cracks at all. No flea bites, no breaks to the candle bowls at all. They're absolutely perfect. And they're nice and shiny. Perfect for your Thanksgiving table. Right around the corner. Can you believe? Time flies when you're having fun, huh? Really beautiful. Nice set. I see Kathleen Workman for $12 so far. Thank you, Kathleen. Appreciate that. These are really, really beautiful, guys. And I'll let you know how tall they are, too. You might be interested in knowing how tall these are. So these are about 4 1/4 inches tall each. So they're 4 1/4 inches tall from the base to the top of the bowls. And again, I call them candle bowls. I'm not sure if there's an appropriate term for them, but that's what my grandma taught me years ago. She's like, those are the bowls that the candles fit into. I don't know. But we'll go with that. I see Mark for $13. Thank you, Mark. They're really, really nice. I love these. I have a set of these myself downstairs. They're really beautiful. They're kind of like standard, and they're very plain. They can be contemporary. They're classic, you know. They're really beautiful. All right, so we'll count these down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And stop. Now we'll let Chris put the stop in there. And then he will let me know who our winner is on there. He'll refresh to make sure that we get the accurate winner on that. And it looks like we have Kathleen for $15. Thank you, Kathleen. I appreciate that. Those will be coming out to you. Now, Kathleen, I don't know if I have your info yet. I don't know if you've purchased anything from me before. But if you haven't, if you could send an email to my email address, which is right here on the screen, along with, I think Chris put all the info in. Yep, Chris has all the info in there for you. So if you could send all that info to me, I would appreciate it. And we'll get these beautiful candlesticks out to you before Thanksgiving, so you can maybe use those for your Thanksgiving table. You think I have it, Kathleen? Let me double check. I have my email address open here. I might already have it. Let me see. I'm going all the way back, Kathleen. I don't. If you wouldn't mind just resending it to me, that would be great. If you could just do that for me, just really quick. You don't have to do it now. No rush. If you've already sent it to me before, it's probably just lost in my email. But I believe, actually, didn't you just speak with me the other night? Maybe it was you. I don't know. But anyway, if you could just send it to me again, I'd appreciate it. That would help me out a great deal. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, let's move on, guys. So we're going to go on to this next item here. And this is a little German piece. It's a German leaf. It's going to start off at $8. So we'll have Chris put the start in there, $8. And this is a pretty little gold embossed leaf, a little trinket tray. It's made in Germany. Here we go again with the glasses. R&S Germany. And then it's even like right into the, I guess this is porcelain. It says Germany. So I'll hold that up for you guys to see. I think you can see that. Am I holding it up all right? And it's very pretty. There's no chips or cracks. The only thing here is there's a little gold loss right at the tip. But it was obviously well loved. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Put your rings or earrings or whatever, your watch. Or in this day and age, maybe your earbuds. Those in there. So it's a pretty little piece. I really like this a lot. So far I see Jan for $8. Thank you, Jan. It's a beautiful piece. It's in very good condition for its age. I'm not exactly sure how old this is. If I were to guess, I would probably say maybe the 40s, 50s. It's a beautiful little piece. It's very light, so this wouldn't cost very much to ship. Very light little piece. But I saw that sitting on the shelf by itself, covered in dust and schmutz. But look at how nice and clean I got it. Nice and shiny, except for that little gold loss. But maybe you guys you have a little bit of gold paint. You can always like touch up the tip. But there's no chips or anything on it. So it is in really good shape. I do like it a lot. It's pretty. There you go. Or you can use it to serve some after dinner mints to your guests. It's pretty. It's got a little bubble under the paint here, but that's That's made during manufacturing. I don't know if you guys can see that. Little tiny little bubble. But that's made during manufacturing. I mean, these weren't like pieces that were sold at, you know, any high-end department store at the time. You know, these were probably sold at like the 5 and dime. A beautiful little piece. Or even picked up as a souvenir if somebody went to Germany. But it's a pretty piece. And yeah, Sally, great for autumn. It does. It looks like a dish. Or like a dish. Looks like a dish. It's a dish that looks like a leaf. How about that? Yeah, it's cute. You can put some little fall things in there. A couple of candy corn. 1 serving of candy corn while you're watching a movie. There you go. I love candy corn. Not many people do because they think it's so sweet. What are you guys moshing on tonight? Or noshing on, I should say. I just have a glass of water here. Haven't had dinner yet. We'll probably have dinner after the show tonight. All right, well, let's count this down. So we're going to start with 10. Go to 9 and an 8. 7, then a 6, a 5, and a 4. 3, 2, 1, and sold. Candy corn with peanuts. Yum. Love it. Okay, Chris is going to do the refresh and the stop for me there, and we will find out if we have a winner. I think we do have, we had 1 bid. Did we have Jan? Is it Jan? Yay, Jan. Thank you very much. And I don't think I have your information yet, Jan, so if you could resend it to me if I don't already have it, that'd be great. Otherwise, if I have it, I'm sure it's somewhere in there. Kathleen, I got yours. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But yeah, Jan, if you could send me yours, I don't think I have your information yet. Okay. And that was for $8. Okay. All right. Well, moving right along. You guys have seen these things. I think I showed these a couple of times. Now, these are the fleur-de-lis mugs. Now, these are not antiques. At least I don't believe they are in the antique sense. These are not vintage in the vintage sense of, and if they are vintage, maybe 70s, 80s, could be even 90s. Not sure. This company is still in business. It's called the Crystal, I had to write a note because I would forget. Crystal Clear Industries, and they're in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. So maybe Scott knows where these are. You know, Scott from the old Curiosity Shop, he probably knows where these are. These are the fleur-de-lis mugs. There's 2 of them for coffee, hot chocolate, apple cider coming up. Warm up your apple cider and put it in this beautiful thing. Look at these. There's 2 of them. Absolutely beautiful, aren't they? Look at that fleur-de-lis. And the fleur-de-lis and the pattern between it, it's like a frosted. They're very clear, crystal clear. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't tell you the start. I'm sorry. These are starting at $12 for the set. Sorry, Chris. So these are starting off at $12. Doll hairs. These are beautiful. Incredible. For you and your sweetheart to have morning coffee with. How beautiful is that? I just think apple cider in clear glass like this looks absolutely incredible. I love hot apple cider with a long cinnamon stick sticking out. Perfect for fall. Beautiful glass. I saw these sitting there and I'm like, they're not old, and I'm usually not one to sell something that's not either vintage or old antiques, but I just couldn't resist. They're beautiful. They're absolutely incredible. And the fleur-de-lis pattern is one of my favorite patterns. And it's absolutely beautiful. And you get 2 of them. And they're not super heavy, but they do have a heft to them. And you can see by me holding them up to my, hand, how big they are. And I think I measured them on the show, but I'll measure them again on my preview show. So these are just, I would say about 4 3/4 tall, and they're about 3 1/4 inches wide at the top. And as far as how much they hold, I would probably say maybe 1.5 cups, maybe 2 cups of liquid. So they're really beautiful. I love these. I couldn't believe them. And there's no chips, no cracks, perfect condition. So we'll start cutting. Yes, eggnog at Christmas. I love eggnog. But I cannot drink eggnog straight up. It has to be mixed with milk. If it's too thick, or else I get the light eggnog that they make, and I like that too. But I like to mix it with milk to kind of thin it out, and then a little dash of nutmeg on top. Perfect. All right, guys, let's count these down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. So there's those two beautiful mugs. And Chris is going to do a refresh for me and tell me who my winner is. And Jan, I got your info. Thank you so much for sending that. I appreciate that. And we're just waiting for Chris to put in the winner for me. Oh, yes, Hazel Atlas. Hi, honey. Yes, thank you so much. You got those. Appreciate it. You snuck in there. Thank you very much, Hazel Atlas. I appreciate it. And Hazel Atlas, I know I have your info already, so you don't have to send anything to me. I hope whatever I sent out to you last week, did everything arrive safely? I hope to hear back from people to make sure that my packing is as good as Scott and Dee and Vinny and Tammy's packing. Tried to pick up tips here and there from them, especially Scott's with his ripped up paper bags, which really helped to get rid of a lot of my paper bags that I had collected. So hopefully everything arrived safely. Good. All right. Well, we'll move right along. Next up, we have our Swedish Modern Cream and Sugar set. Now, these were made by Anchor Hocking, and now these are not depression glass from what I've found and what I've researched. If anybody can correct me, maybe Hazel Atlas could correct me, I'm not sure. But from what I know, these are not depression glass. These were made probably in the 60s, maybe the 70s, but they're absolutely beautiful. Crystal clear, no chips, no cracks. We're starting off at $10 for this set. And they're in perfect condition. Just in time for the holidays, guys. What a perfect set. I absolutely love these. I think I might have a set of these downstairs for myself. As if I told you I have an obsession or a fetish for cream and sugar sets. I love cream and sugars. I like switching them out for different holidays. And these are just so beautiful. And again, the name is Swedish Modern, and they're made by Anchor Hocking. And they are really beautiful. There's the bottoms of them. They're really beautiful. Definitely not depression. 60s. Yeah, that's what I thought. They are pretty. They really are pretty. They look like tulips. How perfect for Easter, for your Easter table. I know a little bit early, right? But the way these stores set up things ahead of time, I'm surprised they don't have Valentine's stuff in the stores already. The way they're rushing everything. They got Halloween mixed in with Christmas now, and oh my goodness, they got snow blowers next to the lawnmowers. I mean, it's just insane. It's like, let's slow down. Let's enjoy our lives, right? Does anybody agree with that? They just rush it way too much. I work in a retail setting, and it's crazy to see when Christmas is just about over and there's about a week left, they have an end cap on the store set up with Cadbury eggs and Easter items. After Christmas, we haven't even gone through Valentine's yet. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like, just leave everything out all year round. So I'm not sure if I have any bids on these beautiful cream and sugars. They are beautiful. They got little decorations on the handles too. And again, no chips, no cracks. They're really beautiful, guys. Don't clang them together. And everybody hates when Scott does that. But they are beautiful pieces of glass. Really gorgeous. And again, Anchor Hawking. So I don't see any bids on this, but I'm going to count it down anyway. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And if I don't have any bids on these things, Chris will let me know. I don't think I do. We can always bring them back at the end. Oops. So next what I have is a Fenton bowl. Now somebody had emailed me. Thank you, Chris. No bids on those items. Yeah. So somebody had emailed me and told me that this might be a Fenton bowl that had the nymph in the center, the frog. And I researched a little bit, and I don't think it was this particular style. I think this one was on its own, but you're not far off, because I believe possibly they did use a flower frog in here, because as I mentioned to you guys, there is some scratching on it. I am going to start this off at $15 because this is not a super common piece, and it is made by Fenton. It's really beautiful. It's a light pink color. Pink, pink, you stink. And however, it does have some scratches that I showed you guys during the preview sale. You can see some of them. Let me see if I can get a better picture of some of the scratches. Yeah, see how you can see some of the scratching here? So maybe some of you guys have a glass polish that you can use that might get this off. I think there's a glass polish called Novus. Is that the one I'm thinking, or is that plastic? No, it's a plastic polish. But I know they do make glass polishes that actually will help. I tried using just something as simple as baking soda, mild abrasive, but it didn't really get any of the scratches out. But when this is flat on a table, you can't even see it. It's absolutely beautiful. It's really, really pretty. It's a beautiful pink color. And it's not very common. I don't see it around. I've been antiquing and looking for vintage items for many, many, many years. And I've never come across this one before. And I've seen mention that it was from the Fenton 100 series. So I'm not sure if this was done during the 100th anniversary. But that's the only issue with it, is it does have these, little scratches. But you put this on the table around the holidays, fill it with beautiful ornaments, silver ornaments, or those light pink, vintage, shiny bright ornaments. Can you imagine how pretty? Put some fairy lights in here mixed along with it. It would be stunning. You wouldn't even see the scratches. And like I said during the preview sale, or the preview that I did, why would you want to leave this at a thrift shop, because anything that doesn't sell at a thrift shop, from what I know, correct me if I'm wrong, it gets tossed. So they would probably just put this right in the recycle bin and recycle it to glass recycling. Can you imagine? As beautiful as it is. So I just thought it was beautiful. It called to me, I grabbed it, and then when I got home, I didn't realize it was so dirty. I didn't realize that it had all these scratches on it, but it is just a stunning, stunning piece. And if I didn't already have such a collection of things, I would keep it for myself. But so it looks like we have Kathleen Workman in at $15. Thank you, Kathleen. You won't be disappointed, and it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. And no chips or cracks on the feet. And it really is a beautiful piece. And Kathleen, if you know how to take off those scratches with a glass polish, because they're not embedded in the glass deeply, they're just like that sort of those surface scratches, I'm sure you could probably get it out. But it is really beautiful. Maybe even one of those Dremel tools that has like a polishing wheel to it. Polish it right up and you'll be fine. Well, I appreciate that, Kathleen. I agree. You know, things like that don't bother me either. Even if it had like a chip, which it doesn't, or a little flea bite, those things don't bother me. These items are so old that, you know, I mean, heck, even I have a couple of flea bites and chips here and there. But it's a beautiful piece. And it's got that gorgeous bottom on it. Isn't that pretty? Star pattern. I just love the feet. I love anything that has like feet and thing. That was like when I started collecting antiques and such, I always looked for things that had feet. So a lot of my collection that I have downstairs and stuff have little feet or little legs or whatever you want to call them. I just think they look elegant. You can't find these things nowadays at all. So yes, they do get scratched, Kathleen. I agree. Sure do, sadly, because it was well loved and well used. Like I said during my last sale, you buy these items, don't just put them in a cabinet like this. Use them. You know, actually use these items. You know? So we'll count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold. And Chris is going to do my refresh there and let me know. I believe it's just Kathleen was the only bid there. Okay. So Kathleen, I'll put you down for that. Thank you, Kathleen. I appreciate that. Okay. Excuse me while I just move my papers around here. My notes. So my next thing I have here, actually things, is a choice. So I have a choice going on here for you guys with these next items. Now these are cream and sugars again. These are the Jeanette Cubists. Now I showed you the clear during my preview sale. You saw the clear cream and sugar. Now we're going to start these off at $10 each. All right, not each cream and sugar. Each set is going to be $10. So I'm gonna, Chris, if you could put in there $10 per set, I would appreciate that. So we're going to start, and this is going to be choice. So whoever ends up bidding on these is going to be a choice. So I have the clear Cubist set. So there's the clear. And again, no chips, cracks, flea bites, in perfect condition. Beautiful. And then I also have as I clang them around and put a chip in them. I also have the pink, so, or peach, whichever you want. It's almost like a peachy pink. I see this around more often than I do the clear. But again, it's $10 per set. Whichever set you would like, it would be your choice. Whoever ends up winning this auction can choose. You can either take both sets or choose which color you want, and then the runner-up can choose whichever. If they want the other one that the first person doesn't want, they can have it. So here is the pink. Pretty, right? Really beautiful. They always remind me of Sweet and Low packets. Remember Sweet and Low? Does anybody ever use Sweet and Low anymore? I don't know. I bought a cream and sugar from Scott. I think it's on this one here. Yeah. And it has the Sweet and Low emblem on it. You guys remember that? He had that during his show. And the only reason I bought it is that it reminds me of my grandma, because my grandmother always used Sweet and Low. So I grew up with that. And putting that in my coffee. I could never use it now. And it's not good for you. They're just chemicals. So far I see Bill in there at 10. And again, these are choice. So I'm going to just stack these so you guys can see them both. So there's clear and there's pink. And it's $10, your choice. You can either take them both, or you can choose to offer it back to the other person, whoever doesn't want them. Whatever color the person doesn't want, the runner-up can have a shot at it. So either clear or pink. They're really pretty. They're beautiful, and they're in perfect condition. No chips or cracks. They're beautiful. They're classic. And I believe it was the Cubist pattern. So these would even go good with the Fostoria American, if anybody collects that. This would go, this almost looks like Fostoria American. Very similar to it. So if you don't have a cream and sugar that goes with your Fostoria American, this would actually go perfect with it. Or you can add the pink and make it perfect for Valentine's or Easter. Perfect. It's like a peachy pink, but it's pretty. Really gorgeous. And I see Mo in there for $11. Thank you very much. They are really beautiful. They're in really good shape too. Yep. And they were made by the Jeanette Company. And I'm not exactly sure the year. I want to say the 50s. If anybody knows, feel free to throw it in there. Kathleen Workman, I agree 100%. I worked with somebody who would come in with their coffee in the morning, and it was an iced coffee, and she would have, are you ready for this? A medium French vanilla coffee, which French vanilla is already sweet, from the Dunkin' Donuts, with 5 sweet and lows in it. Can you believe? 5 sweet and lows on top of the French vanilla. I can't even. I can't even fathom. And they're just not good for you, the chemicals that they use, those artificial sweeteners. Your body doesn't know what to do with them. People use Equal and things like that. However, the green packets, that's stevia, that's naturally occurring. Those are fine. It's just I've tried it. They tend to leave an aftertaste. Chris might jump in on that one because he loves that. He always uses those green packets, but I don't care for them. Oh, Joe Stafford's on the radio right now. I don't know if you guys can hear her. She's one of my favorites. I don't know if you guys know Joe Stafford. She was incredible. But we'll count these down. Yes, stevia is good. So we'll count these down. I think we have some bids here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Yeah, Chris says yes, stevia. Yeah, he likes his stevia. No, thank you. Leaves an aftertaste in my mouth. I can't eat that stuff or drink that stuff. So Chris will tell us who our highest bidder is, and then Lisa, do you? She's my favorite. Joe Stafford and Peggy Lee are my top two. Love them both. Trying to collect every single one of their albums. And I'm talking vinyl. I love vinyl records. Nothing better than a crack or a pop here and there. So let's see. First pick is to Bill at 15. So Bill, can you tell me if you want clear or pink, or do you want both? Oh, I think he just said pink. Bill wants the pink. Do you want the clear as well, or do you want me to see if the second runner-up wants that? Just the pink? I think he just wants that. You belong to me. Yes, Mary Beth. Absolutely. Hi, Terry. Welcome in. So Bill just wants the pink. So Bill, if you could send me your info, Bill, I would appreciate it. Chris will put the info in there for you so that you can send me along all your info so I can send these beautiful pink Jeanette cream and sugars out to you. Just going to get the spelling of your name here. U-B-I-N. And that was for 15. Okay, so our second runner-up, we're going to go backwards here. Looks like Mo. Mo, do you want the clear set? You'll pass. Okay. All right, no problem at all. I'll put them up at the end of the show. Maybe somebody will change their mind. Okay. No problem. Let's make a note here for Bill. Put Bill's aside here. And then we'll have these after. If anybody wants. Those other cream and sugars too are still up for grabs. Okay. So now, let me see here. I have a EAPG, I believe. And if somebody thinks this is not EAPG, please let me know. I don't know if anybody in here that specializes in EAPG knows whether this is or not, but it looked like it to me. I can't figure out the maker of this at all, but it was absolutely beautiful. And I'm calling it a syrup pitcher because it's a lot bigger than a creamer, unless you like to put a lot of cream in your coffee. But it's a beautiful, beautiful pitcher. No chips, no cracks. We're starting off with this EAPG pitcher at $10. So if Chris could put a start in there at $10. It's a beautiful pitcher, and it's got that nice pattern on the bottom. But it doesn't have a lot of little like scratches or anything on it. So I'm not really sure if it's super old or not. So it's absolutely beautiful. No chips or cracks, no chips on the lip or anything. This handle threw me off at first. I thought this was a Heisey piece, but it's not. And Heisey marked a lot of their pieces, but not everything. But I don't see an H anywhere here. Heisey's usually marked by a H with a diamond around it. And I'm not seeing it here at all. But we're starting this off at, what did I say, $10. I think he already has the $10 in there. Oh, and Kathleen, you already jumped in. Thank you so much. It's a beautiful, beautiful pitcher. Perfect for syrup. Absolutely love it. Really, really nice. Or you can put anything in there. You can even use it for a small floral arrangement too. Why not? Absolutely perfect, right? It's really beautiful glass, and it's nice and clear, no scratches or anything like that. No, I don't even see any bubbles in here or anything like that. Nothing at all. Nope, it's in really good shape. How is the handle for larger hands? Well, I have kind of like medium hands. So it's, it's a decent, it's a decent size handle. And it's a pretty hefty pitcher. But like I said, it's not, as far as its height goes, it is just about 4 inches tall to the top of one of these ruffles. And it's about almost 3.5 inches across the top. That's across this way, not with the spout. With the spout, you're going to about almost 4 inches. So really, really beautiful piece. I'm not sure if we have any bids. Oh, that's right. Kathleen put a bid in for 10. Really beautiful piece, guys. All right, so I think we're going to count this one down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold. And Kathleen, I think you got that one too. Yep, thank you very much. I appreciate that. $10. Beautiful. Thank you, Kathleen. So here is something I think many of you have been waiting for. And I got a story to tell you. Originally, I had 5 of these. I kept calling them custard cups, and I have to thank whoever corrected me in saying custard cups. These are not considered custard cups. These are sherbets, because you cannot put these in the oven. So now here they are. Sweetheart pattern. Originally, I had 5 of these. Well, that tag sale or flea market sale or garage sale, yard sale, whatever you want to call it, today that I went to, guess what? I found 1 more. So now I have a set of 6. I was over the moon when I saw this. So I now have a set of 6 of these beautiful sherbet cups. And again, they're not custard cups. Unless you make custard and put it in there, you cannot put these in the oven because these are antiques. Now, this is the Sweetheart pattern. These were made by Macbeth Evans, probably from 1930 to 1936. And there's the pattern up close so you can see it. These are clear. And again, not only are you getting 5 now you're getting 6 because I found the extra one today. Can you believe it? The day I'm doing the sale, I was like, what are the odds that I would find an extra one? And here it is. So now you're getting a set of 6. I can't hold up all 6 for you, but trust me, there is 6. So the one that I broke has now been replaced. So yes, they are all here. The gang's all here. Here's 2 of them. And there's no chips on any of these glass at all. The silver is in impeccable condition underneath. There's no staining. They can be polished. And I think I put in, did I tell you guys what we're starting off at? I didn't, because I wanted to tell you that there's 6 of them. So we're starting off at $25 for a set of 6 of these. So we're starting off at $25. So I'll have Chris put that in. And again, there's a set of 6. I don't think I can hold up 6 at once because knowing me, Klutzy is going to break them again. So there's 3, and then I have 3 more right in front of me here. Macbeth Evans, 1930 to 1936 sherbet cups. The glass comes off for easy cleaning. You can see the bottoms of them. A lot of people don't know what these are when they see these in the antique stores. They think they're wine glasses that are broken, and they're not. They just have little metal bases to hold the cups. Put your ice cream in there, your banana pudding, your rice pudding, my favorite. Sherbet, little mini sundaes. The holidays are coming up, and this is a set of 6 now, not 5, because I found that the last one. And these are absolutely stunning. Look at that pattern. Could you imagine bringing out rice pudding to your guests in that on the holidays? Can you imagine what they would be thinking? Where in the world did you find these? They're so rare. And the fact that the tops come off like that for easy cleaning, how incredible. They're really beautiful. Really beautiful set, guys. And again, $25 start. And there's a set of 6, not 5, like I did have. I did find an extra one today. I still can't believe that. That blows my mind. Of all days, today, the day I'm selling these, I find a 6th one. Pardon me while I take a sip of water. So here we are. They're really beautiful. And it looks like we have some bids coming in. And again, $25 for these. I mean, these are really old, guys. 1930 to 1936. My mom wasn't even born yet. My mom was born in 1941. We all know what happened in 1941. Yeah, beautiful set. And again, a set of 6. How incredible. So I see our highest bid is Sherry Sorrells. I hope I'm saying your name right. Beautiful pattern. Again, it's the sweetheart pattern. Did I say princess pattern before? I hope I didn't. It's the sweetheart pattern. They are incredible and not easy to find because this glass is so thin. As I told you guys, I broke one while cleaning it. So I couldn't believe I actually found another one today at this incredible tag sale that I went to, or garage sale, yard sale, whatever you guys want to call it. Everybody always thinks I'm weird when I say tag sale from other areas of the country. They look at me like, what's a tag sale? A yard sale, garage sale. It's just what we call it here up in New England. So beautiful, beautiful set. And the condition is just, it blows my mind. For the holidays coming up, I think these are going to be incredible on your table. And again, a clear glass. No chips, cracks, flea bites, none of that. You can even polish up the silver to be even shinier. It's not true silver. It's probably either stainless steel or silver plate. I think probably stainless steel, I'm guessing. Really beautiful. Beautiful set. And I think we have some bids, so we'll count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last chance, guys, 1, and sold. We'll let Chris refresh. Looks like we had a little battle going on there. And it looks like we have D. Lee at $40. Thank you so much for your bid. I appreciate that. Thank you for your purchase. They're beautiful. You're going to love these. Okay, so our next one, and I believe, D. Lee, I do have your information. You don't have to send anything, because I do have your information. Next up, we have something incredible that you all saw me flipping out over in the car. Oh, and it is heavy. So be mindful if you live cross country, this is not going to be light to ship. So here it is, guys. The infamous fern or feather basket by Ellie Smith. Really beautiful. And we're going to start this basket off at only $15. If I get a deal, I'll pass it on to you guys. So this is $15 start. Chris will put that in. And this is made by Ellie Smith. I'm not exactly sure what year because they made this so often. And as I mentioned during my preview, Martha Stewart used this pattern to make some of her items for her catalog. So this actually could have been an item from her catalog because I know she did sell the clear. She also sold it in jadeite, which you saw during the preview. I did put a picture up above my head as to what the jadeite one looked like. Can you imagine? Oh, I wish I could find that jadeite one. But it is absolutely a stunner. This is just incredible. And guys, no chips, no cracks, nothing. People think that there's an issue with the feathers being chipped or whatever, but there isn't. It's just the way they're formed, the way these feathers are formed, or ferns, whatever you want to call them. They feel like there's a chip, but it's not. It's just you know how feathers are. They're kind of concave. So they are beautiful, and it has a gorgeous hobnail bottom to it. Really beautiful. And as I mentioned during the preview, see in the handle, see these little marks? That was made during manufacturing when they were actually shaping the handle. Probably some air got into the glass and it caused those bubbles and those little flaws from the manufacturing. But only one side has that big bubble in it. The other side only has a tiny little one. And you can see it right there. Yeah. I hope you guys are looking in the right spot. I'll point to it. It's right here. So, you know, you have it on your table like this and you have a beautiful arrangement in it. Who's going to see that? I mean, this is stunning. And feathers, ferns, whatever, you do an arrangement and you buy some of those faux feathers, like I said, stick those coming out of this for your center of your dining room table at Thanksgiving. I almost said Easter. How perfect is that? Incredible. Beautiful. I think we have some bids in there. Really, really a beautiful piece. And remember, guys, it is heavy. So if I ship out of Massachusetts, so if you guys live, you know, cross country, Arizona or Washington State or California, you know, it is a heavy piece. And I'm going to pack it really, really well. As those of you that have ordered from me before, purchased things from me before, you know I package really well. So this thing is going to be wrapped up in bondage, let me tell you, to make sure that it gets to you safely. It's a beautiful piece. And oh, it just feels so good in your hands. So smooth. Beautiful, beautiful piece. And even if you don't want to use it as a decorative, you know, put your bananas and your fruit in it on the center of your dining room table or your kitchen table, on your kitchen counter. Throw your bananas, peaches, pears, whatever in there. It's beautiful. It's classic. Turkey feathers. Yes, exactly, Sherry. Yep. Yep. Absolutely incredible. Beautiful piece. I couldn't wait to bring this to you guys. All right. So let's start counting this down because I think we have some bids. So get your Get your fingers ready. Put your bids in there now. Don't wait till the last minute. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold. Chris will put the stop in there, and we'll find out who our winner is. That's beautiful. Woo! As Scott would say, I had detached retina when I saw that. So Chris will put in the stop, and he'll tell me who the winner is. He's going to just do a quick refresh to make sure that we get the correct winner, because we had a couple of bids that popped in there. And we have Jan Marie Hunaday. Thank you so much for 37. Jan Marie, I don't believe I have your info yet, or do I? Possibly I do. But in any case, could you send it to me again? I would appreciate it. Chris will put in the chat what I need so I can send this item out to you. Thank you so very much. You're going to really love this basket. It's incredible. Thank you so much. I'm just going to write your name down here really quick so I don't forget. Just bear with me. We'll call this like intermission because I just skipped over intermission. I usually have a little bit of an intermission, so. Okay, guys, let's take a little break. I'm gonna have a little sip. You guys take a little sip too. All right. What are you guys having for a snack? What do you guys have for dinner tonight? Did you have a meatloaf in the oven? If it's cool enough where you are, or were you guys flipping burgers on the grill? I'm just taking a little bit of a break right now. Hi, Mama T-Bird. I didn't see you pop in. Oh, Kathleen, that sounds so good. An Italian sub. Yum. Was it warmed up, heated up, or was it just a cold Italian sub? Do you like them warmed up? Indeed, nachos. Diet Coke. Eating healthy again, huh? Cindy had chicken. Yes, hot. Yeah, I like mine heated up too. Yum. Sounds so good. I haven't had dinner yet, like I said, so I'm starving. We had a nice breakfast today. We stopped at a new breakfast spot not too far from the tag sale, which I'll tell you about in a future video, that I went to today. And it was so cozy in there. And I'm of Polish descent. My grandma was Polish. And we went in and we sat down and they were playing polka music in there while we were eating. And a lot of their menu items had a little bit of a Polish flair. It had like Polish kielbasa and that sort of thing. And it was just so comforting, and it reminded me of my gram. It was actually really special. It was very, very good. I think it was called John's Corner. It was very good. Cute little place. Never heard of it before, but I figured we'd give it a try, and it was delicious. I ordered a Western omelet, and I ended up with Chris's omelet, which was like some sort of a meat omelet, but it was good just the same. And he ended up with my Western omelet, but you know what? We ate it anyway. It was still good. It was delicious. We'll definitely be going back there again. So, you like to start your Monday off with a heartburn. Oh, good. Perfect. Enjoying a frozen Coke icy. Oh, that sounds delish. I haven't had one of those in a long time. Favorite meal to eat out is breakfast. Me too, Mary Beth. I'm huge on breakfast. Breakfast, I could eat breakfast all day long, any time of the day, but going out in the morning and having a good hearty breakfast, and then going antiquing or thrifting, nothing better than that. Love that. Clam chowder, quahog, and clam cakes. Oh, Bill. Wow. A man after my own heart. Wow. Love seafood. That sounds delicious. Yum, yum, yum. Delicious. And let's see here. And I did get emails from you guys so far. It looks like everybody has sent me their information. Bill, I got yours. Okay. Well, guys, let's get back to it. I got a couple more things here for you. We're going to start off with this item here. Now, this is not super old. This is not depression glass, but it does have the same color. Not sure if you guys are familiar with this, but this was made by Indiana Glass, and it was sold by the Tiara company, or by just Tiara is what they were called. Now, Tiara was set up in the 70s, and they lasted until I think the early 90s. And they were very similar to like Tupperware, where you have Tupperware parties. This type of glassware, which was made by Indiana Glass, was sold at these parties. This was part of the children's set. And I don't have the rest of the set, but the set would have included a bowl, a plate, and this mug. And this mug is so cute. So it has Humpty Dumpty on one side. We're going to start this off at $12, by the way. Chris can pop that in there. So we have, oh, it looks like Terry's asking, what's a quahog? Bill, you want to answer that? To let Terry know what a quahog is. Us New Englanders know. So we have Humpty Dumpty on one side. And then on the other side, we have Tom, the Piper's son. You guys remember these nursery rhymes? And this cup is in perfect condition. No chips, no cracks, in beautiful condition. Probably, like I said, it looks depression glass-ish, but it's not. We're talking vintage 1960s. Really, really, really cute piece. And when I found it, even the Goodwill actually thought it was a special piece too, because they had it on their little shelf behind the register, you know, where they kind of hide the good stuff. They thought this was something really, really special. So they had that sitting back there. I said, I see that. Let me take a look at that. And I actually have never seen one before. But when I researched it, I thought it was really, really cute. How cute is that? Oh, Kathleen, this is like it's pink, but it's very, very light pink. Very similar to the, that Jeanette, see how the colors are very similar? But this is a little bit lighter. So if you've seen these out and about, this is a little bit lighter. It's very pretty. It's got a tiny little handle just for a child to grasp onto. But, you know, for a little child to pick up this mug, it's a little hefty. So I can't imagine a little kid trying to drink his milk, because you're adding even more weight, or chocolate milk, out of this, because you're adding all that weight. So I could see myself drinking coffee out of this in the morning. So, I mean, if you're a nursery rhyme fan, you know, you could also use it in a nursery. Like if you guys know of anybody who's having a baby and they have a nursery rhyme theme in their nursery, why not use this? They can put cotton swabs or cotton balls in it, or just as a decoration on a little shelf, like over a crib or something. How cute is that? Really pretty. So cute. Ovaltine. Ovaltine, a crummy commercial. You guys know what that's from if you're fans of A Christmas Story. So, I think we have, do we have any bids on there, Chris? Let's see what we got in here. Oh, looks like we have MJ in there at $12. Thank you so much. And we have Jan. I just saw Jan pop in there for $13. Thank you, Jan. It's a really cute piece. It really is. Yep. And there's, like I said, no chips, no cracks. But not super old. Like I said, about the maybe late 50s, early 60s. You guys ever hear of the Tierra company or established that that's the company that sold these things? It was like Tupperware. I've never even heard of it before. So like nowadays, what do we have? Pampered Chef. We have party light candles. We have, I don't know if they still do Tupperware. I think they canceled Tupperware, didn't they? That's why it's so collectible nowadays. Oh, you know about Tierra, Kathleen? Yeah, I've never heard of it before. It's a first for me. So if anybody has the plate and the bowl and they're like, oh, I wish I had the mug. Well, here's the mug. Tom Thumb on one side and Humpty Dumpty on the other. So even if you're fans of Tom Thumb or Humpty Dumpty, or not Tom Thumb, I'm sorry, Tom the Piper's son. Even if you know somebody named Tom, how perfect would that be for them as a little gift? Cute, right? Salad Master. Never heard of Salad Master. Tupperware is sold in Target now, Mary Beth? You're kidding. Wow. I know the older Tupperware is very, very collectible nowadays, the older Tupperware, which I think I still have some of my mother's in the basement. Maybe I should dig it out and put it up for sale, possibly, if you guys are interested. Really beautiful piece. All right, well, let's count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And sold. And Chris is going to put the stop in there. House Parties, best cookware, stainless steel from Texas. Oh, wow. I never heard of it before. That's interesting, Grecian. And Chris is going to let us know who our winner is there. Let me take a quick sip here. And Jan, I just got your email. Thank you, Jan. And Jan Allardyce for $15. Thank you, Jan. Two Jans in here tonight. Ardyce. Now, Jan, have you ever seen the movie? Every time I see your name, I have to say this. Have you ever seen the movie Burnt Offerings? And it has a famous actress in it. I can't think of her name right now. She recently passed away. She was a great actress. Beautiful eyes. I cannot think of her name. But it was called Burnt Offerings. And I remember the lady's name that lived in the mansion that the family moved into. It was one of the movies, actually. Betty Davis was in it. She played the aunt. And the lady that lived upstairs in this house, or supposedly lived in there, her name was Allardyce. And I believe Mrs. Allardyce, Mrs. Allardyce. And every time I see your name, that's all I think of is that movie. I love that name. I just thought I'd let you know that. But it's a great movie. So thank you very much for that, Gian. All right, guys, let's see what we got. So I've got one other piece Well, one other set left, and then we can go back to the items that were passed on earlier if you guys are still interested. So I do have, these are made in Japan pieces, and these were actually a child's set. Casserole, platter, salt and pepper shakers. Now we're going to start this set off at $12. So if Chris can put, $12 start in there. Sherry is right. It is a little bit of a scary, movie, but it's not super gory. But it is like they consider it a horror movie. But it's from the 70s. Yep. So this set here has a salt and pepper shakers that they both have their corks. And they're trimmed in gold. I'm trying to get them so that I can show you. So you got pepper, right? Always has the bigger holes or more holes. And salt, right? Because we should always have more pepper than salt. We got to cut down on our salt intake. So salt is always the one that has the smaller holes or one or less holes. Pepper is the other, right? Unless you really like salt. Get your blood pressure medication ready. So there's that. And these have beautiful little patterns on them. These are made in Japan. Really cute. Beautiful little pieces. Nice, huh? Now we also have this little child's casserole. Now, I had mentioned to you guys when I originally shown these to you, you don't have to use these for kids unless you want to display these under your Christmas tree as a little, like with your tea set. You can use these on your dresser. Put your rings, your $1,000 diamond rings in these your made in Japan pieces. Put your Cartiers and your Tiffany's in here, whatever you want. Now it's in good condition. I don't see any. I mean, there's a little tiny on the inside of the casserole. There's like, I feel something with my finger, but you can't even see it. And again, it's on the inside of the lip anyway. But no other chips or cracks or anything like that. And the gold is in really good shape too. Yep. There's just a little bit of a flaw there when they made it. That's all. But it's cute. You can put it on your dresser. And then same with this little plate, little platter. If you want to decorate with it, use it as an underpants for something. Yes, I said underpants because that's what Scott always calls them instead of underplate or underpants. If you guys don't know Scott, Scott is from the Old Curiosity Shop. If you're not subscribed to his channel, definitely check him out because he is a hoot. So it's a beautiful pattern, the roses on it. And they're not, I don't believe these are hand painted, guys. I think these are applied. Let me see here. Yeah, no, these are applied. Really beautiful. Oops. Promise I'm not chipping anything. I'm not cracking anything. There's the casserole and then the salt and pepper shakers here too, which you could use. How cute for a picnic. You could fill these up and take them with you on a picnic. And use your little salt and pepper. Bring these out for the family. Like, here, darling, here's the salt and pepper. Woo, we're getting fancy. Or you can use them as, like I said, underneath your Christmas tree with us. Like if you have a set of like your little dolls, like vintage antique dolls, underneath your Christmas tree, you can have your little set. And many tea sets, they don't have a casserole and a little platter. But perfect for a dresser. Heck, you can even put some talcum powder. Put your shower to shower in one of these. Have you had your shower today? Remember that? That's a blast from the past. Really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Not sure if we have any bids on this. Let me see. Anybody interested in this? No bids so far, Chris? Okay. It's a really cute piece, guys. I mean, I don't even see, and you can see the Made in Japan piece underneath. I'll show you that. I've never seen this before. So I'm sure it came with probably little teacups and saucers, but they weren't there when I found this. And I said, hey, this is absolutely perfect. So, okay. Well, we'll count it down in case anybody's waiting for the last minute to bid. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and end. And I don't think we have any bids on that. Looking back, I can see it on my screen here, so that's a pass on that as well. So let's see. I'm going to go back to those plates. There's a couple of things that did not sell. This set here, again, was the Vernon number, and it was actually called Vernon number 616. This was not Mount Vernon, which was made by Anchor Hawking. This is called the Vernon pattern, which was made by Indiana Glass in the 1930s. 1930 and 1932 was the only years that they made this pattern. And these are rimmed in silver. So you have the creamer. Unfortunately, I do not have the sugar. I just found this the other day, and I said, hey, that would be perfect because I have 4 of the plates. Now, these plates are 8 1/4 inches across. We were starting these off at $18 for this whole set. So you have the creamer. I'm sure you can probably find the sugar at a local antique store, or might even be available on the big E site, or one of those types of sites. It's trimmed in silver. Each plate, there's 4 plates, and there's just the one creamer that I have. Really beautiful. And again, these were starting off at 18. Hopefully Chris can put that back in there again in case anybody is interested in these. It's a really beautiful set. So if anybody's interested in that. And they're hefty for what they are. I'll show you the pattern again. They're really beautiful. There's the pattern, the middle pattern. Perfect for Valentine's Day because, like I said, I think those are hearts in the middle there. And then there's the pattern around the edge. And they look like they end in thistles. They look like thistles to me. Really beautiful set. Perfect for an Easter table or for like New Year's to serve your dessert on. So if anybody's interested in that, I do have that at 18. So I'll count it down again in case someone wants to jump in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so I think we have a pass on that one as well. And we still have 2 different creams and sugars left. These both were $10. One is the Swedish pattern. That's a cream and sugar. There's the Swedish pattern. And these were made by Anchor Hawking. And then I also have the Jeanette pattern, the Cubist pattern, also in clear. This was $10. So either or for $10. And just hold these both up so this way whoever bids can just choose whichever one they want for $10. So we got the Swedish Modern, which is probably in the 60s, 70s. which is not depression glass, even though it looks like depression glass, and it would go with your depression glass if you have any, or your elegant glassware, whichever you have. It would look beautiful with it. And then this is the Cubist pattern by Jeanette. You guys know what that is. They'll purchase the pink before, and I have the clear left. And these are in perfect condition, no chips or cracks or flea bites. Really good condition. Beautiful glassware, guys. You can't get this stuff at Macy's. You can't get this stuff at Walmart. And if you find any glassware nowadays anywhere, unfortunately, it's not made by one of our beautiful American companies that used to make this amazing glass years ago. Sadly. They're all starting to close up. Sadly. Most of them are closed. I know Moser Glass is still open out in Ohio. I visited them a few years ago with a friend that lives out in Ohio, and that was incredible to see. The fact that these guys are still back there with the same techniques that they use to make this glassware, and it was just really something to see. So hopefully, you know, they hang on. Really beautiful. So $10 for either of these sets if anybody is interested. Otherwise, we will count these down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I think I see Kathleen Workman for the Anchor Hocking set. So you want this. So wait a minute here. Oh. Okay, so Kathleen came in first for the Anchor Hocking set. Now, this was the Anchor Hocking Swedish Modern. Is this the one you were talking about, Kathleen? Because I believe you came in. Chris maybe can refresh and see. Is this the set that you're talking about that you wanted? Because the other is Jeanette, the Swedish Modern. Okay, so this is going to go to Kathleen, the Swedish Modern, for 10. And then Joyce, you came in saying Swedish as well, but that one came in first for Kathleen. Would you be interested in the Cubist pattern? I'm just writing this down here. And Joyce is passing on that. That's fine. No problem at all. Okay, guys. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, that about does it tonight, guys. Unless you guys would like me to bring out a couple of other things I do have that I put aside. I just wasn't sure how long I was going to go tonight. It's not 9 o'clock yet. So would you guys like me to pull a couple more items that I was putting aside that I might throw up here? Throw up here. Put up here. Let me know if you guys want me to show. Show and tell is fun. Oh, thanks, Chris. Yes, please thumb up my videos. I would appreciate it. You want me to put up some more items? All right, I do have a couple of items that I put aside for kind of like my fall autumn sale, but I think they are not super fallish item-ish, so I figured I would bring these to the sale, hopefully. I know somebody had asked me about a couple of these things, so let me just go grab them and I'll be right back, okay? Oh, if I don't kill myself while doing it. Ugh. Whew. And your body starts creaking and cracking as you get older. Trust me, I know how it is. I'm not as young as you think I look. I'm as young as you think I look, but I'm not that young. Starting to creak and crack. When you start walking up the stairs and you realize it's not the stairs that are creaking and cracking, you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, guys. So, I have for you. Now this, I am not exactly sure how old this is. Whoops. This, does anybody know what this is? And if you say vase, I'm going to shake my head no. See if anybody gets it. Anybody know what this is? See who gets it first. What could that possibly be? Oh, come on, Jeff. Isn't that a vase? Nope. Spooner, Mama T-Bird, you know what? You could use it as a spooner, but it's not. Totally use it as a spooner, though. Nope, it's not a spooner. I could, and again, I could be wrong, but from what I learned, because it came with a set. No, not an urn. But I mean, I used it as a vase, but it is not a vase. A lard jar. You could put lard if you wanted in here. If you want, sure, why not? But that's not what it is. It was actually part of a bedroom set or a wash set. If that helps anybody. And what you would put in it are toothbrushes. It was a toothbrush holder. That's what this is. So this would have come with a wash basin, a makeup brush holder. Very close, Grace. Good job. But you could totally use it for that nowadays, right? Perfect. But it would come with the water pitcher and the basin where they would wash you at the wash stand in your bedroom. So I'm assuming that this is pretty old. It's a beautiful piece. It's a light brown. And we're going to start this off at $10. There's no chips or cracks on it at all. It's in very good shape for its age. And it's like a transfer wear pattern. It does have some crazing on it, but as I told you guys last sale, I love crazing on things. I think it just adds to it. I like it. So this was, believe it or not, a toothbrush holder, and it went with a set. So it probably had a pitcher and a wash basin, maybe a soap dish, and it all matched. But this is the, that's what this is. It's really beautiful. A little bit, is that roughness on the inside? Yeah, it's a little bit rough on the inside, I guess, when it was made. You can see that in there. And it has a number on the bottom. I'm not sure what this number is. It's an RO number, 203390. Anybody knows what that is? No idea. Estranged family member. Right, exactly. These people did not want to brush their teeth. Maybe they didn't have any teeth. Or maybe they had wooden teeth. Yeah, it's a beautiful little piece. So I was going to offer this up for my fall autumn sale, but I figured I would bring it to you guys since we had a little time tonight. It's not quite 9 o'clock yet. I was hoping to go for about 2 hours tonight. Because if any of you guys don't do live sales, it does get tiring after a while. I don't know how Dee at Thrill of the Thrift, how Dee can go for 3 hours. She must be exhausted after 3 hours. I don't know how she does it. She's incredible. Love my Dee. She's not here tonight, though. Dee from Thrill of the Thrift. She's probably resting in enjoying a good movie or something tonight. So if anybody's interested in this, again, it's $10. This is pretty old. It's definitely not new. If I were to guess, I would say this maybe even earlier than the 20s. It's really old. It's a beautiful piece. Yes, isn't D great, Mama T-Bird? Oh, she's a sweetheart. I love her. And Chris is telling me no bid so far. So we'll count it down anyway in case someone wants to jump in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and end. Yeah, she said she wasn't feeling good yesterday. I was so concerned about her. I actually, I didn't know what was going on. I was like, I kept thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, today is set. You could set your clock by her, and it was 5 after 3, and I'm like, why haven't I gotten a notification that Dee's on? And she wasn't on, so I got a little bit worried. So we're gonna pass on that. Okay, and then I have this piece here. Now, this is another German piece. Oh, gosh. Here we go again with the cheaters. Oh, my brother could see me now. He'd be laughing hysterically. Let's see. Imperial Austria. Something China. But it's made in Austria. Imperial Austria. Beautiful. I'll show you the back. Well, here's the front. It's like kind of like a bowl. I'll give you the sizes in a minute. It's in perfect condition. The gold is still there. Really beautiful. We're going to start this off at $8. So Chris will put $8 on the... And it's a beautiful piece. The colors are beautiful. I thought they were very autumnish looking. Really pretty. And it's got the gold is all still there. Can you imagine? And there's also gold on the underside too, all the way around. It's a really beautiful piece. And then there's where it says what I was trying to read to you guys. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it. Hopefully that focuses in. And it looks like it's signed here by whoever decorated it. Isn't it, Sherry? It's so pretty. I absolutely love it. Such a beautiful plate. Or dish or bowl or whatever you want to call it. And if nobody wants it tonight, I'm going to bring it to an autumn sale. Which, after today, all the stuff that I bought at this tag sale, garage sale, yard sale thing that we went to, you won't believe it. Going to have quite the haul. Not quite as good as Scott at the old Curiosity Shop, but I'm going to give him a little bit of a run for his money. It's going to be nice. I can't believe the amount of things that I found. Oh, size. I'm sorry, Kathleen. Let me measure it for you. All right. Let's see. So it's kind of like, it's got like a scalloped edge on it. It's about 8 3/4 inches wide. 8 3/4 inches wide. It's really pretty. Really beautiful. It's in amazing condition. There's no utensil marks or anything. And usually this gold is so worn off, but somebody took good care of it, meaning no dishwashers ever. Don't ever put this stuff in the dishwasher, guys, especially gold, any antiques, even these guys, these don't have decorations on them. There's no gold, nothing like that. But the etching that those chemicals can do and the heat could easily crack these. So you don't ever put any of these items in a dishwasher. Hand wash only. So So Kathleen's in at 8. This is a beautiful, beautiful piece from Austria. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Hand washed the old-fashioned way. Exactly, Mary Beth. Exactly. Beautiful piece. Look at that. How gorgeous. Serve your mashed potatoes in those. Yep. I don't think KP is here tonight. She'd be laughing. I don't know where KP is. Really beautiful piece. So far we have Kathleen Workman in at $8. See, Kathleen remembers when I said that, potatoes instead of potatoes. I typed potatoes. Everybody was like, what are potatoes? The mashed potatoes that you serve, you know? Put your mashed potatoes right in there. Or your ambrosia. Does anybody here like ambrosia? My aunt made ambrosia the other night. I went over for dinner, and that was one of the things she served. Anybody have ambrosia? The whipped cream and the fruit and the marshmallows. So good. I love it. I never grew up with it, but my aunt makes it. And when I go over occasionally, she'll make it in the summer. Mama T-Bird, you know it? Yeah. Lovely Hampshire. Yeah. It's so good. Some people put coconut in it. She doesn't, though. But whatever fruit she gets, grapes, blackberries, peaches, apples, you can put anything in it, really. So good. Do you like coconut in it? I do like Tex-Mex. I do like coconut in it, but she doesn't put coconut in hers. But I like shredded coconut. I've had it with shredded coconut before. Yep. Yep. It's mashed. It's potatoes mashed with pistachio. Yes, Terry, exactly. I'm sure it's something that Rose Nyland would have served to Blanche and Dorothy. Okay, guys. Well, let's count this down because we do have a bid. So maybe somebody will jump in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And sold. And Chris will refresh. And it looks like we have Kathleen in for $8. Thank you, Kathleen. Boy, you're going to have quite the box of stuff here. Thank you very much for your purchases. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate that. All right. Well, those are all the things that I wanted to show you guys tonight. So thank you all that bid on any of these things and for your purchases likewise. And thank you guys for coming. Anybody want to chat or have any questions about anything? More than one box is okay if you need to, Jeffrey. Okay. Sounds good, Kathleen. I'm a good packer, so I'll definitely pack things very well, wrap them up with bubble wrap, and they will get there safely. So thank you all. I appreciate you for coming, showing up. Does anybody have any other questions for me tonight? Any other things that I've shown during my thrift haul that you guys are wondering when I'm going to sell? Oh, you're welcome, Jan. Actually, both Jans. Thank you, Terry, for coming. I appreciate you. Well, who got you started? Mary Beth, honestly, I've been watching Scott at the Old Curiosity Shop for so many years. Scott has gotten me through so many tough times. He is now a very, very good friend of mine. and he's what really pulled me into this. I recently lost someone very, very close to me, and kind of got me down in the dumps. And I just figured, you know what? I need to do something that's going to keep my mind occupied. And I figured, because I have so many friends on here, and I've made such good friends with Dee and Scott and Tammy and David and Vinny, that, you know, I might as well just jump in the bandwagon and do this too. I love antiques. I love vintage things. My grandma on my mom's side, who I called Grammy, which I'm going to do a video and tell you guys about my Grammy and how important she was in my life. She inspired me to appreciate older things, things that are vintage and antique. She's instilled that love in me. And collecting these things help bring back a lot of memories for a lot of people, and they also help to bring back a lot of memories for me too. And it brings me closer to her. I miss her a lot, and collecting these things and now being able to share them with you just means a lot to me. So I'm glad that they're going to good homes, and I'm able to save some of these things because, as I mentioned, like with that bowl that has the scratches in it, the Goodwills, Salvation Armies, if things don't sell after a while, nobody wants them, they discard them. I would imagine, I don't know for sure, but I would imagine they just go right into the recycling bin. Glass, plastic, even clothing. I've seen that they actually will just shred the clothing that's not sold. And it's a sad thing. I think they use it for like insulation, if I'm not mistaken. They use old clothing for those purposes. I could be mistaken, but that's what I've heard, what I've read. So it's kind of sad. So why not save these beautiful things and share them with people who don't have the ability to either get out of their homes and shop on their own, or who don't have antique shops or thrift shops near them, or have thrift shops that don't offer items like this. Scott at the Old Curiosity Shop, you know, he lives down in the Philadelphia area, and he has access to amazing items because these are older areas of the country, such as where I am up here in New England, and we're lucky to find these things, and I'm so glad that I can just bring them to you. So they do leave an impression in our memories. Definitely, memories are very powerful things. Yes, thank you, Mary Beth. So that's a little bit about the background, and I plan on doing a video about my grandma, and in honor of her, and tell you a little bit about the things that she taught me. So that'll be coming up. So with that, I bid you all adieu. And my next shows are probably going to be fall, autumn, maybe some Halloween, vintage Halloween. I'm going to have to dig around downstairs and see what I can find. Hopefully you guys like that kind of stuff. But I really appreciate you guys all joining. And my email, again, is right down below right here. If you guys ever have any questions about things, or if you're looking for specific things, I know a lot of people always are looking for mid-century modern items. I don't find a lot around here, and my eyes don't really zoom in on mid-century modern stuff that much. But if I do see something that I can grab that I know might interest you guys, I definitely will. But if you have any questions or certain things you're looking for, here's my email right here. Feel free to send me an email, you know, and I would really love to chat with you. So thank you all for coming, and I look forward to seeing you during my autumn sales, fall sales, Halloween sales, because my favorite season is coming, autumn. I love it. So I hope you all stay well. And either stay warm or cool, depending upon where you are. And I hope to see you again during my next sale. I hope you all have a great night. And Chris, thank you so much. As Scott would say, round of applause for Chris. Thank you for helping us. And thank you all to everyone who purchased something and who bid on my items tonight. And don't forget to thumb up the video before you head out. I hope you all have a great night. And I'll talk with you all soon. Thanks for coming to the Olde Hadley Vintage. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Good night.